am so lucky to be sitting here with the very talented Jason Wu. Hi, Jason. First of all, I have to ask, did you see my leather skirt, ladies? Do you approve of my look?
You're definitely working it. It's definitely happening.
Am I Miss Wu today?
You're very Miss Wu. You're the quintessential Miss Wu, actually, I'd say.
Quintessential Miss Wu. Listen to that. We're going to explain all about Miss Wu, but first, I have to talk to you just about your life. You're only 30 years old. I mean, and you are like really the man. When do you think your success really took off? Do you think it was with the First Lady's help in that inaugural ball?
I'm still not sure if I'm quite successful yet.
No, you are. You have arrived, honey.
I always feel like, I'm still learning as we go. But, to have had the experience of dressing the First Lady for the inauguration 4 years ago was sort of amazing. I mean, it was life-changing for sure because, I moved to America, immigrated here to be a designer.
You came from Taiwan, right?
Yeah, I came from Taiwan. I mean, moved around. I lived in a lot of places, but to sort of be a part of American history was not something I had ever expected or thought we could do, or I could do, and that was something that I was sort of really shocked, but immensely proud to be a part of.
I'm sure, and everybody, after that dance with her and the president and Beyonce, everybody talked about that dress for weeks and weeks and weeks. What went behind the inspiration for that dress for her?
Well, the dress was really just sort of what I wanted to make, and in such a way, I didn't really have a lot of time to make it. I was sort of given the project, and I had to make it, and it was the first idea that popped in my head. It was like, I wanted to do a white dress. So, it was really about designer and instinct, and it worked out. And
I think it did.
And I just thought that was such a special moment.
Yeah.
And that was such a special moment for the both of us.
But she wears a lot of your dresses. I mean, you guys have a relationship. How does that work? Did she call you and say, oh, I'm going here. Can you whip something up for me there? Or do you just think of things and you say, well, I think she'll like this. I'm going to send this over.
I think she gets her, quarterly Jason Wu's, I think.
And we're seeing a montage of pictures of her wearing
the Jason Wu mailing list. I think she's on it.
You think she's on it? Right. I think so. You don't want to mess with that one. Well, let's talk about why you're here today because, of course, there's the namesake line that we see the First Lady in and other celebs. But the idea is that you wanted to create a line that was more affordable and give some pieces that will last forever. Investment pieces.
Yes, definitely. I mean, investment pieces is important to me. I mean, I've always been my theory behind making clothes has always been about making clothes that last and they're timeless, that are beautiful, feminine, and when I started my label 6 years ago, I started the luxury price point, which is expensive. And
well, let's bring them out while we're talking about it right now. We're going to start off with the first look here, and this is going to be the stripes are big for you. I mean, when you think of Jason, you do think of stripes, right?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, stripes.
Yeah, hello, I've got on the stripes.
I mean, I thought this was one of sort of the quintessential Jason Wu look, and we translated for the Miss Wu collection here in black and white cashmere and with a sweatshirt detailing and a leather skirt, which I think is just so timeless, something you really want to have all the time. And it's really seasonless because you really don't know. The weather's kind of weird nowadays.
Yes,
so leather skirts can take you very far.
Right, because you can wear this on in the winter with tights. You can wear it in the spring like you with a bare leg. This is great. I like this look.
I love the British khaki trends, in the back. You can turn around. Just a little brograin. These little feminine details, special.
Yes.
But something you can really own for a long time. It just goes just about everything in your closet.
All right, well, we've got more leather in our next look, so let's bring out that look right now. This is a big trend for leather, or for spring, you think, is the leather.
I mean, leather. I mean, it's spring. I showed a lot of leather on my runway show in September, but this is sort of like your quintessential motorcycle jacket. That's the investment piece, and
so every lady should have a motorcycle.
Every lady should have a motorcycle jacket because dresses dressy things down, and dresses casual things up. So it's something that just throw it on, and it really can take you very far. And then if you want to take the jacket off, the dress underneath is one of my favorites from the collection. It's sort of it's very woo.
It's very woo.
It's got the embellishment, it's got the shape, it's feminine, and it's really like I call it the evening dress for day because I love the way she's worn it with a jacket for day, and then you just throw on a pair of strappy sandals and it's great for cocktail.
It's perfect all the way around. It's very woo, ladies, and look at that trend that we're shooting of the socks. Do you hear socks? socks with stiletto?
Well, I call that the Miss Wu look because, it seems like, the idea of Miss Wu was that she was a little more dressed down than my main collection.
Okay.
And she's a little more, she's a little girlier. And I love the idea of pairing the short socks with the pump. It just sort of edges up the pump.
Exactly.
Gives it
All
a new
right. Thank you so much. That's a beautiful look. Now, we talked about you like to create a girly look and a
Yes.
very feminine look. And you're going to see this, too, in the Miss Wu collection at Nordstrom.
I mean, sort of the pleated skirt and the great print is something also very woo. And I wanted to translate that into Miss Wu as well. And, sort of this great dress that's just, you can wear all the time.
It's timeless.
Breezy, timeless. The print is gorgeous. The color is great. And, it's a great subtle print for people who are maybe not used to wearing prints. And it's a really great silhouette. And the pleats really sort of give the body really great shape.
I like it. All right. Thank you so much. Now, our last look, this was really inspired by the 60s theme. Is that true?
Yeah. I mean, 60s has always been very close to me. I mean, I love it. Gene Seberg, New Wave film,
Yes.
Jane Birkin. That's the Marianne Faithfull. Those are inspirations behind Miss Wu collection, and this dress sort of says it all.
Yes, it
And
does.
this is sort of in that bold print, a little shipped silhouette. She's carrying a bag from my main collection, also available in Nordstrom. And this is just sort of an easy throw-on dress. You wear flats or heels, and
And the
again.
First Lady's worn this fabric, too, hasn't she?
She has actually, Mrs. Obama was the first to wear too.
Look it, there it is.
Two of my creations from the Miss Wu collection during the campaign. So, I thought there was no one better to debut the collection.
But
other
of
than
course.
the
All right,
First
let's
Lady.
see all of our ladies' looks in one more time. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. If you want more information about the Miss Wu line at Nordstrom, check out our website. Jason, thanks so much for
Thanks so
stopping by.
much.
It was a lot of fun talking
You
with
should be up there because you're
Okay.
Miss Wu as well.
Say no more. Anytime I can. Coming up, excuse me, ladies. After the break, after Anthony Massey joins us live in studio, and then later, food fight.